2, 1.
Hi everyone and welcome back to T-Cast episode 8.
I think so.
I think it's episode 8. I'm not sure. That was really good, Jenna.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to do this every week, but you didn't introduce us. Tyson and I always say Jenna, Adam and Tyson, and he was like, welcome to T-Cast.
It's Jenna, Adam and Tyson.
Oh, with Jenna, Adam and Tyson.
Hey! Before we get into this, I got a new shirt to show everyone. It's probably one of my favourite shirts now.
Oh my god. This is the first time we're seeing this shirt.
Cooked ass.
Cooked ass. That's cool.
It's because it's a kookaburra. That's dope.
Do you get
So
it?
you got that in Queensland?
Yeah.
Do you get it? It's a kookaburra and it means cooked as. It's like a bird and meaning being cooked.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's JJ's.
JJ's.
Oh, you got them here too. I might be able to get one from here.
Maybe.
We should all get the same shirt.
Oh, it's cold now. I'm putting that back on. Okay, so housekeeping. We've got to get into that straight away.
Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah, so housekeeping. First of all, Max, you need to move your microphone up a little bit because that's getting like your neck. So move it up.
Get all the throat gargles.
A little bit more.
A little bit more up. A little
Is
more
mine
up.
fine, Tyson?
Who am I?
Kelsey?
Yes, you're fine.
Is that better?
But don't move away from it. You need to move the microphone up.
Move it up higher to the sky.
Hi, everyone.
But then I can't see Tyson.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's
I'm not that
that's
much
Is
to
this
look
better?
at. Yeah. I'm
So
not
if
much
I
to
sit here, will that still pick that up?
Yeah.
Okay, because you always tell me to talk here, but I'm talking here.
Oh, God. Let's get on to it. Housekeeping.
Yeah.
Housekeeping.
That's fine.
So
Yeah,
cut that out.
okay. I can't cut everything, guys. What am I doing? No, anyway, so housekeeping, swear jar update. So Tyson is still on the lowest with only 10.
Unbelievable. 8 weeks.
Jenna is then on 18, and Mex, or Adam, is on 50 officially.
Wow.
He's
The only
paid
one
What
five-
do they do?
He's paid
what-
$5
yeah,
off.
it's $45. Good math.
Hey, if you do it every week, we
You've
can
got
do like a payment plan
$45
for
to
you.
go because you've put $5 in.
We can do
Oh,
a
wow.
payment plan for you. $5 every
Or
week.
have you taken it out?
No, I didn't. I honestly forgot about it until about 10 seconds ago.
Speaking of forgetting about it,
Forgetting.
there were a couple subjects that we didn't quite cover last week in the footy episode. One of them was the dog that Claudia came in and said like this was the mascot for the bulldog. It had a completely different name. If you want to have a look,
It's sunny, isn't it?
yes, it is Sunny. So
Is it?
yeah, it's. Hang on, I'm getting up on my phone. If you can, catch.
Oh, super sunny.
Water.
Open bottle of water.
Oh, I didn't see it was open. My bad.
God.
Sunny.
Alright.
And you did well to not spill anything or your language. You
Yeah,
didn't swear.
so this is a new bulldog in the locker room. This is Sunny.
Oh, Sunny.
Sunny Jim.
Photos already up for the episode, so you can check back.
And speaking of photos, did you get something in the letter in the mail yesterday, Colsey?
I did get something, yes. Do you want to
Yes,
explain
so-
what that's about?
My mum works at Australia Post, and she saw this thing that come for Adam, and she's like, "I'm going to draw a smiley face on this." And I've got a few photos of it on my phone.
Was it just a smiley face? Or did it
It's just a smiley face. So that's what my mum drew on it. Little smiley face.
so then, so what?
So
It actually got
it
deleted.
actually got delivered to it.
Yeah, so what happened was I found this envelope, a little green smiley face on it, and I thought, oh, this is a nice little thing that the person who actually sent me this did, just because why not? And then I messaged him and said, oh, this is a nice little addition you put on. And now Tyson has just completely wrecked that for me.
You've just made him embarrass himself.
Or was it, my mum's like, I don't think he'll notice it. He'll probably just throw it straight in the bin. I don't even look at it.
Yeah, I messaged the guy and he goes, oh, I don't remember doing that, but I think my brother might have done that.
I don't remember doing that because you didn't do it.
I fooled him into thinking he did.
It's mind games at its
He's probably
finest.
still thinking, like, sitting there
What's
thinking,
going on?
why can't I remember doing that?
Books himself into
Rocking in a
therapy.
corner.
So well played to your mum, Tyson. Well
It's
played.
happening again. It's happening again.
Your mum's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like that's it's just the little things. Like I can see where you get your humour from. That's something you'd do, I reckon.
Oh god,
You
bloody.
probably do something, not a smiley face, but
Well, it's going through the mat. You got to do something more reasonable
respectful.
because people are going to see it.
You passed with the smiley face. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Another
10 out of
thing,
10.
last week you talked about recording a video of handballing and kicking for demonstrations.
And
Yeah,
we've
I don't
done
know how that's going to work, but good luck.
Oh my god. Could you imagine us trying to do that?
I could do it.
I mean, it's not hard to handball or kick, but I've got no coordination. If I try to kick to you, it'll end up going over there.
I reckon I'm pretty good with my kicking ability.
Do you know what we should do? Go up on a sunny day, take a footy up to a footy
winter.
field. What?
It's winter.
No, it was sunny today.
Jeez, we love talking about weather on this podcast, don't we? Moving on.
That's all right.
Oh, we
that's
just
all.
revealed where we're from.
I'll bleep it out, don't worry.
From Beep.
That's all from housekeeping. Next topic on the agenda. Tyson, you have something?
What am I doing?
Aren't you segueing us through or no?
Oh yeah. So I think
You've forgotten your role in this, man.
sorry. So I think we're going to do the movie review to get
Yeah.
off the bat, and we should have told everyone, but Jenna decided to pick. What was it?
Practical magic.
Practical
Or
magic.
prac magic.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Does that count?
I've been told by a few people to cut me me recaps a little bit. So I did do me full dot points, of course, but also put me little thoughts on it.
Yeah.
So
I didn't write anything down this week, but
my thoughts.
I did.
I only
Okay.
finished it today.
Oh gosh.
My thoughts. First 30 minutes was messy and really slow. All that being slow and messy made the last part of it abruptly end.
Yeah.
Like it was just slow, and then we find the problem, then boom, fixed it straight away. It was a magic movie with a really bad love story, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't much involved in that love story besides I make a wish to find true love, and it happens. And then I'm like, let's go with the Ring of Brooms. Like that part really confused
Because
me.
they're witches.
I know, but like brooms, why not like a star on the ground, like a pentagram or something? Like,
Wasn't that what they were trying to make out of the rooms?
no,
No,
it's a
they
ring.
were just joining the circle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was yeah.
I was like, what was the go with getting rid of Jimmy? They were dusting him out and then poured this bloody soup on top of him.
Yeah, so he couldn't come back.
We should have said spoilers at the start of this.
Oh,
one, yeah.
sorry, spoilers. And my final thing is,
Um,
it seems like
Hold on, go.
a knockoff of the Charmed TV show,
Yeah.
which I think it was
Oh.
released in
It was
I've got it.
1998.
1998.
Yeah.
Charmed was released and the movie came out in 1999.
But see, the thing is, with spoilers, if you haven't seen a movie that's out from the 90s by now, spoilers are just void. It doesn't
So-
matter.
Yeah.
4th of February 1999.
1999.
That's older
Oh,
than
wow.
Claudia.
It's older than me.
That's crazy. Isn't it? You were born in 2000, were you?
One.
2000.
Yeah. So your thoughts, Adam?
Look, I didn't hate it. Made me laugh at some points. It had some funny moments. I didn't hate it, but it's. I said to Jenna today because I finished watching it on my lunch break with
Do you want
Jenna
to repeat
today.
everything you said today?
Well, it's not my kind of movie for one.
Oh, you know what your kind of movies are.
Terrible ones. Wait, so maybe it was my kind of movie. No, it wasn't the worst movie I've seen. I enjoyed watching it, but I probably wouldn't watch it again.
Yeah.
It needs to be fixed properly, I reckon.
Like a redo.
Like a proper flow on.
Like the acting was good from the two leads. It was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acting was good all
and
around.
they had a good.
Good premise, but the storyline
Yeah.
was slow and sort of
Bit choppy.
And then
yeah.
at the end, it was done.
Yeah.
And like the husband died. I thought he beat the beetle thing, like the sound of the beetle, because it stopped and all the cyclists went past. Hey!
Dead.
No, we're wrong.
Yeah.
He got hit by a truck.
Yeah.
It was a bit hit and miss. Like it had some good parts, but most of it was a bit choppy and it just I don't know if it flowed very well.
Mm-hmm.
Coleslaw. What was your thoughts?
Please say that again.
Coleslaw.
Straight off the bat, I thought like it was giving Matilda vibes. You know, the telekinetic sort of
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
I just thought that came to mind for whatever reason. It just seemed
I
like
can
that
see
sort
that.
of
with the
energy.
stirring of the
Yeah, that sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, the coffee cup in the shop and the cop's like looking at her like
yeah.
Yeah.
bit of a random thing. Like they're talking about the details of the guy and things like that. The 2 different eye color, I thought that was interesting. I've always wanted a husky that has 2 different eye
I
colors.
just was like, it made me think of like dog's eyes today because I'm trying to think, what animal was it that we had that had the different color eyes?
I don't know what you're going on.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Dog, like it reminds me of animal eyes, like
Husky.
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 Yeah, like
Like you're saying one of us had an animal that
had 2 different color eyes.
I never did.
I'm trying to think. It reminds me of an animal that I've seen,
Well,
but I don't remember who.
You think about it, and I'll keep letting it slog.
Oh, it was like it was one of your sister's dogs.
Was it Jasper?
Was
Was it the Husky?
I think so. I
Keep on
can't
going, please.
remember.
Coleslaw.
Anyway.
Yes.
Pinball, yeah. But yeah, another thing of like the specifics that she wanted in the man or whatever was a favorite shape. He had like a favorite shape. So that begs the question, do you guys have a favorite shape? And if so, which one?
I do.
Dodecahedron.
One's a star.
Jenna, you're just a star in general.
Whoa.
Mine's
No.
probably like a straight line sort of thing because it starts but it never ends. It's like life. You start but it doesn't stop until you die.
Didn't realise I asked a very philosophical question in there too.
I really like a dodecahedron.
I'm surprised you could say that.
Say it for us one more time.
Dodecahedron. Do you want me to slow it down?
Can you please
Don't
put up,
take a
I have
hairdryer.
never seen one before. You have to put
A dodecahedron. It's like I think it's got like 35 sides or something. It's just It's the first
And
Oh
one.
his favourite shape was cactus something or other, wasn't it? Yeah, keep on going, please.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just getting rid of my Google search now. I always like the idea of having a husky with one blue eye and one different coloured eye, so that's what we were talking about earlier. I like the concept that they were talking about with the beetle clicking. It's like this man's fate has always been like predetermined whenever you hear that, and he can't escape it. I like those sorts of ideas.
Yeah.
The idea of a game that's close to my heart is Prince of Persia, how it's like, oh, your fate has always been sealed from the start, like destiny and all those sorts of ideas. So I thought that was kind of cool. I like the soundtrack. The soundtrack was quite nice. What are you guys talking about over there?
He's swinging the Allen key around. It's going to end poorly.
Rude.
Keep going.
Distraction. Where's your fidget toy?
Yeah, Tyson.
Keep going, please.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
picture with you.
Some scenes at the start would have gotten Jenna going with the blindfold. Oh yeah, they were very
Kinky.
yeah.
Rawr.
Jenna
Yeah.
loves a bit of a kink.
What?
No, nothing.
No,
wrong with kink. We don't
no.
kink shame on T-Cast.
No, she doesn't. She probably doesn't like being involved in it, but she likes reading about it.
Yeah, the
Who
erotica.
doesn't?
Me reading,
You prefer the visual instead of the other?
probably. I must be able to see it because I can't read that. Save your life.
Yeah.
If keep on.
We're gonna have to do an episode where Jenna just writes like an erotica novel or something. We'll see what we can come up with.
I'll do
You write one, and we'll read it.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
gotta
we'll
do
that. So Mex mentioned earlier about how old mate died and everything. I knew that he was gonna first be fine, but then I'm watching the movie and then I say to myself, and then a truck, and then literally the next scene is all you go,
Yeah.
and that happens, and I just thought that was perfect timing, so I had to giggle at that. The
Little bit of a
way
giggle.
later on in the movie, the guy was talking about like, I want you to be my wife, but the way he said it made me think of Borat. I want you to be my wife.
My wife.
My wife. Maybe Borat got it from him.
Yeah.
And the very end,
Great success.
before Sandra Bullock's character and him hooked up,
Gary.
the guy was like, I wished for you too. And
Gary
that
and
scene
Sally.
reminded... Will you stop? Wait, sorry, I just realised you were telling me the name of the actor, weren't you?
Yeah. No, it was
So-
Gary and Sally. They were the names of the characters.
Oh, I didn't pay that much
When
attention.
Gary met Sally. Does anyone get the reference?
No.
When
Keep on
Harry,
going.
when Harry
No,
met
yeah.
Sally, the movie.
I'm almost finished.
When Gary met... Shh. You're telling me not to interrupt. You're
But yeah.
interrupting.
So when the guy was like, I wished for you too, that scene reminded me of Tangled, You Were My New Dream. And I thought that was
Yeah.
really sweet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It just seemed rushed.
Your thoughts, Jenna?
Alright.
You've already talked.
I'm sorry.
So to put in a bit of context, why I chose that movie was one of my favourite childhood movies, and that's probably that I was exposed to it at home but that probably took me on the journey of
You will.
my belief in that side of things.
Yep.
In like including crystals. Because one of the scenes very much stuck with me when I was younger was when she went to grab the tiger's eye out of her car. When the blood moon, the ring around the moon, because she used that for protection. But, you know, he ended up being in the car and so forth. But
I looked at that scene. I'm like, this cannot end well. Like, they're clearly setting you up for something here.
yeah.
And then it's surprised. Oh no! I was like, are you kidding? Like,
Yeah, so along with many other shows that I watch, like The Craft, what is it? I said it to you today. Bewitched. I love that stuff. It just kind of set
was a
my
classic.
imagination wild when I was younger, and that's probably, you know, why I'm so interested in it today. So I thought that's why I chose the movie, to kind of give you an insight of why and what exposed me to that side of things.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
one of the reasons as to why you are who you are now, huh?
pretty much.
So, we forgot to give it a rating.
Yes, you did.
I was going to get to that next. Yes, Tyson, go for it.
2.5.
I was going to say about 2.5.
Jenna, because you obviously know the movie.
Oh, it's my favourite.
First.
What are we giving it out of it again?
5.
I'll probably give it a 5 because it's very
Biased.
much a
Well,
core memory for me.
Well, when it has such a big impact
Yeah.
on you, that's different.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't a big fan of it because it's just, you know,
It's not
didn't have a
relatable to you.
Yeah, if a movie's relatable to you, you enjoy it more.
Yeah.
I reckon if it was more flushed out properly, I would have given it a better rating.
Yeah.
It's just sort of that, it was slow, then it was quick.
The acting probably saved it a lot.
Yeah.
Pretty good
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, Sandra Bullock.
I just want to give a shout out to the aunties in the movie as
I
well.
love them.
They were the best part of the movie. They were so funny.
What did you think about that?
The lime and the coconut
yeah,
part
the
when
lime in the
they're
coconut.
drunk on the margaritas and they're here from upstairs and
tequila,
they're like
yeah.
margaritas and they come downstairs.
With that song, it actually, my favourite TV show is Bones.
Yeah.
Really?
Really? Yeah.
I haven't seen Bones in so long.
Yeah, same.
That is a
Love.
classic show.
And I can't think of the squintern, that's what I call interns, at the Jeffersonian. Well, that's what Booth calls them.
God, all these names are just bringing back so many flashback memories
Booth.
for me. God damn.
Booth, yeah.
Yeah.
The Pom one that ended up getting shot and killed. Spoilers, for people who haven't seen it. But I ended up singing that as their Karen. He's the coffin to the what do they call it? The hearse to go back to England.
What season does all this happen in?
Season
Like a later one.
6. It was
Was that early? I don't remember.
right
this.
before Booth and Brennan got together.
Ah, that's probably why. I never got up to that point. There you go.
So wow, they ended up sleeping because of him dying, sleeping together in the same bed. So that his death might have been the reason, but they ended up singing that song while carrying his coffin. So that song actually had a real big impact on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or did you give it coleslaw?
I actually gave it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was terrible, but you do have to sort of have a bit of a quiet take. And it's not taking the piss out of you, Jenna. That's just what my personal thoughts
I
were.
was expecting worse.
Well,
like,
I went in with a natural, not going to judge anything on it.
Yeah.
It's just the segment, like the story of it was a bit rushed.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so just to recap on that one, Jenna, you're still going to stick with your rating of 5 out of 5, which
Yeah.
is completely understandable if you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both Tyson and Mex were
So 10,
2.5,
13.
and I gave it a 3.
So 13 times
I'll work that out later in post.
I still win over yours.
26
It's fine.
times 5.
That's a little bit disappointing, but
So just quickly,
moving on.
we might talk about this later. I'm not entirely sure, but is there a movie you guys want to watch next week or review? Sorry, because I've got the list
Will
here
it
of
be
how
your
many things we've
turn, wouldn't
mentioned.
it?
It's back to you.
I feel like it's my topic next week. I've had to think about topics for next week.
Well,
but I'll tell you after.
We'll do it. We'll do it at the last part of it.
Yeah.
Put that in the housekeeping at the end. So, And now moving on to the segment. So this
Yeah.
episode's Jenna run episode, we're calling it.
Jenna run episode. It's
Yeah.
making me nervous. I'm nervous all the time.
Most anxious person I've ever met in my life.
So what do you guys think about like witches and witchcraft and all that? Like when you hear the word witch, what comes to your
The
mind?
Salem witch trials.
Yeah, I can
When they, back in the 1700s, when they used to believe that someone was a witch or exhibiting magic powers or whatever, they burn them at the stake.
Yeah. But what
That-
comes to mind
that
when
kind of
I
stuff.
say wizard?
Harry Potter.
I think of what is it? Merlin. So like the Knights of the Round Table, that sort of stuff. Like I
So
think, of,
someone that brings good, like
but also like I don't think of witches as evil.
yeah,
Like you think of like witches and wizards, they're sort of the same thing.
yeah.
But
They are.
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think of Harry Potter or the Salem witch trials.
Mm.
But I don't know if I believe in like actual
Witchcraft.
witchcraft or magic or anything like that. Like I get that people believe in it.
Mm.
And then there's like the people that practice the dark magic side of things and
Yeah.
like devil worship and all that sort
Yeah.
of stuff. Which, you know, each to their own, but it's not really my thing.
Well, that's like, you know, what comes to my mind is when I hear witches, dark magic and all that. But it's
Like-
so much beyond that. Like, especially doing research about it recently, there's so many types. I don't practice it or anything like that. Like, if you do, cool.
Because you're an expert.
Yeah.
You don't need practice.
I've got a big book.
Do you have voodoo dolls and whatnot?
No. But like there's white witches that practice magic to benefit other people. There's witches that work with herbs and all that stuff for
chef.
pretty much like a naturopath.
Oh,
Sorry.
a what now?
These
chef.
days,
A naturopath.
I get it. A
you
chef.
know, chef.
Herbs.
Herbs.
Are those the people that are sort of like they don't use like Panadol or Nurofen, they just use like
Not necessarily.
It's not
Um,
Scientology.
I think,
no, but like they use natural resources to make themselves heal.
yeah.
Kind of, that's what I meant. They don't use
Yeah. I
pharmaceutical.
think, you know, modern medicine and holistic medicine go hand in hand together. Squeaky poo.
Squeaks is currently attacking Cole's bag.
And I'm getting most of it. Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Well, that was interesting.
There's witches that work with crystals and their belief in their healing power.
Thank you.
It kind of amazed me to read up on it about it this week.
I never realised
just
it was
think-
so.
You know, like there's such a broad range of people. Like
Bless you.
Bless you again.
that's my herbs that I'm.
Like you said, going on the witches topic, and you said think of witches. It actually just then made me think of Wizard of Oz,
Yeah.
because you've got like the Wicked Witch of the West, then you've got what is it, the White Witch,
Yeah.
and then you've got the wizard dude at the end. I don't know, I can't remember. So yeah, so it's sort of just. Like
I never
those-
realised it was so in depth.
Wizard of Oz.
No, not Wizard of Oz. that's a whole nother topic. The whole Wizard of Oz.
But like we're
Filming.
brought up hearing all the bad stories about like the hangings of witches because they, you know, supposedly made their husband fall in love with the witch. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
That makes me think of that
Yes.
movie because I loved the part. Sorry, I'm going back to that briefly because of what you said. But when she's pointing and says, "I want him to get chicken pox," and
Yeah.
later in the movie he
He
pops
got
up, he's got chicken pox.
don't you point your finger?
hey, think about it. If you point at someone, you got bloody 3 fingers pointing back at you.
Yeah.
Oh!
I don't get it.
Oh, like if you point, these fingers are pointing back at you, so don't point at people.
Now I do. Do you know, I only just got, like, a couple of years ago, what a high five meant. That, like, it was 5 fingers.
What did you think it was?
I just called it a high five.
But like enough.
Why do people win high 10? What? Oh. Do you know what I'm going to say?
No.
Jenna, have you ever heard the song Big Jet Plane?
Take a ride.
Right on a big jet plane.
Yeah.
I reckon, would have had to been years. I reckon Jenna used to sing Picture Frame. I'm going to take you for a ride on a picture frame.
Oh, misheard lyrics. We'll get into that.
Jenna's list is like this long.
Yeah.
Guess I still give it a go, huh?
Yeah, just give it a go.
Yeah.
So, like, speaking of witches and wizards, magic.
Magic.
Real.
The Gathering?
Is it real or what sort of... Where do you fall in the realm of it?
Like, are we talking like dark magic?
We're not talking about like a magician. Like
Okay, so I was
the
gonna say-
illusion, like the... Because it's more of an
Illusion,
illusion.
yeah.
A show magician is just misdirection
An illusion.
and sleight of hand.
Yeah.
That's all that is. And it's just being quick and like redirecting and whatnot. But I don't feel that... Oh, I've got hair in my mouth.
Charming.
Dark magic is real.
You feel dark magic is real or
Not real.
Okay.
I just...
Like
I don't-
curses
See,
and stuff like
I
that.
don't think... I think... Like...
So would you walk underneath a ladder?
I do all the time.
You do all the time?
You do it for
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, he
Yeah.
has to.
So if that's the case, I've got bad luck till I die.
Yeah.
Like, I have superstitions.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I have my routine. Like, if I don't follow a routine, I feel like someone's going to break in the house
Yeah.
at night.
Like superstitions, I get that. Like when I play soccer, left sock, right sock, left boot, right boot,
Yeah.
left shin guard, right shin guard.
Yeah, it's like me doing the door. I got to do that door 12 times, the laundry door 12 times, that door 3 times, that one 3 times. Go and brush my teeth, come back out, do the door again, and go to bed.
That's
Otherwise, I
OCD,
can't
man.
sleep.
I was going to say, that's just, yeah.
Yeah.
12 times, that's excessive.
I know. You don't think I know that? Like, but that's like a kind of like a superstition of mine is that someone, if I don't do that, the door's not going to be locked.
Mm.
You got any superstitions, Jenna?
I don't put new shoes on the kitchen table. So if I
Yeah.
come in...
You shouldn't put shoes on the kitchen table anyway.
Mum and Dad
do you know when,
always
like,
tell
when
me
they...
not to do that.
Yeah. Like you carry your bags in and you put your bags on the table?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would put anything else on the table but new shoes.
yeah. Like in the box, you don't put them on the table.
In the boxes. Okay. That makes sense.
And it, like as they also said in the movie, you spill salt over your left shoulder. Mum and always said that to me growing up. You need to throw it over your left shoulder if you spill salt.
Yeah.
Why? That's my
Dunno.
question.
It's a superstition.
To get rid... Yeah. Bad luck.
Cozy. Superstitions with you.
I know I've got plenty, but I feel like it falls more under like the OCD type thing. But like
Isn't that what superstitions kind of are though?
Yeah, I'd say so.
in a way, it's definitely not magic. Like there's
Yeah.
superstition and there's what you might think is magic. Because
Yeah.
that's how we got into that.
So
topic.
what? Name one. What's one of yours?
A superstition.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very, very weird and niche one, but and I've talked to Daisy, my girlfriend, about this. If I'm trying to think of an example. If I were to, let's say, pick up my phone, right, and I've touched it with three fingers, like completely on like the pad of my finger, I have to like make sure that the complete pad of the other fingers, including my thumb and other finger, touch it with the same force. Like, it's a very weird niche one.
So you got to pick it up like that.
For argument's sake, yeah.
So you can't pick it up like
Pick up
that,
your
for
phone, yeah.
example.
See how I did that little adjustment? Sorry, no
That
one
was.
can see, but
I
So you
I
can't
just
pick
go
it up like
this.
you can't pick it
Yeah,
up
I
like
just pick
this.
up my phone like this, man.
I could.
What if you're in a
No,
rush and you're like,
flat and pinky.
Yeah,
out.
see, what you were doing there, I feel like my right thumb would have to, like the pad of it, would have to touch the phone somewhere on there.
Don't you use your phone to?
Yeah, but that's if I'm like picking it up. Like this is just,
Yeah.
like there are other examples.
Do you
I
feel
can
like
think of.
something's going to happen if you don't do that?
Yeah, kinda. Let's just say
Like
there's
what?
there's other topics like that
Yeah.
we can talk about in another episode.
Another
but
episode. Yeah.
Similar to what you said about the breaking in side of things. Similar, but not quite. We're not that
So,
deep into this podcast
We'll
yet.
move on. And so magic. Do you think it's real, Jenna?
Yeah, getting back to that.
Yeah.
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 See, I'm not sure where I fall because I haven't seen it. I'm almost. I've got to see it to believe it, but I won't deny it.
Yeah.
I won't deny it to the hills, but I won't support it if I haven't seen it.
but I'm not one to like say to someone it's definitely not real.
Yeah.
Like exactly like you. Like I'm not going to say to Jenna, no, you're wrong. it's not real. If someone believes in it and it feels real to them, that's totally there.
I mean, like pacing my house because I didn't know how you guys would respond.
Well, we're not-
and it's
See,
complete
we make-
opposite
we
to what
make
I think I
jokes.
messaged. I messaged Kelsey the other night and said that I was nervous.
see, like I make jokes, but like this is more of a serious one, and I'm not going to attack it. But like I just try to find the funniness in it. I'm not going to attack it seriously.
I feel like that's me too.
Yeah.
But when things need to
Be serious.
be serious, we can have a actual talk about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
I think
You have really surprised me.
I think I said to you today that I'm like, we're probably going to make fun of it, but I didn't actually expect that to happen.
Yeah.
There might be like little things where we're like, oh,
Yeah.
like,
Nah.
But no, it's not. There's no point making fun of what someone believes.
But speaking of making fun of believing, like crystals.
Yeah.
So you said there's a lot of meanings behind crystals.
Yeah.
So
But we have also
my
given you a bit
personal
of a hard time about
my personal belief in crystals comes from like I reckon when we're kids, you used to pick up a rock and you used to take it home because it was a cool looking rock. It was a weird looking rock. And now as an adult, you find this cool or weird looking rock and you buy it and you got to like people made a reason why you had to have it.
Because there's value behind it.
Because that like you have to, it has to do something
Okay.
instead of just looking like. So I think it's just marketing something just because it looks cool.
So you
Yeah.
clearly never had a pet rock as a kid then, okay?
Yeah. But like, what are your thoughts on like, with grounding yourself in that? Like,
I don't want to ground myself because that would hurt.
huh?
He's speaking literally.
Literally. Huh?
I thought you were going to say something like, oh, I don't want to be in trouble with my parents. You know?
Yeah. I don't like being grounded.
I want to go out of the house every now and then, come on.
So
Like for mental health and stuff like that.
so
like
how does
apparently.
it work?
It's like it's to do with like the Earth's vibrations and energy
Energies
fields and all that. It's like you're pretty much like a battery and you're recharging yourself.
Can I throw something in quickly on this? I've heard of a thing called a breatharian. Does anyone know what that is?
No.
We breathe
The
fresh air.
The idea that all you need to survive in this world is just water and the natural nutrients that the earth is just going to provide for you. Like I'm talking, you don't eat. You only literally have water to survive and that's it because the earth will do it for you. As a breatharian, that's something that they believe.
Oh wow.
It's a very weird.
So and they actually practice that.
Yeah, but I reckon like there might be something else to it if that makes sense.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe
So
they have
like
smoothies on
eating
side or
from
something.
the earth or something like that.
Yeah, they reckon that at least from what my understanding is, they have they get all the nutrients and energy from like one glass of water or something like that per like couple days or something, and that's enough to sustain them for X amount of time.
Wow.
These aren't like big people, so they could use the excuse, oh, I've got a lot of energy storage on my body, I could last this long.
Yeah.
That's like one of their practices, I think, from memory.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's weird, but I mean,
That just ruins the rule of 3 about survival. Can't last 3 hours without shelter, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food.
can I just have to chime in? We've been going for 33 minutes by the time you said that.
Wow.
And close enough to like 30 seconds as well.
Okay, speaking of magic,
See, do you
What a
reckon that was-
coincidence.
I feel like those kind of are more coincidences than if anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, do you reckon that's just coincidence
That's
or that's
gotta
like
be
a meant to
coincidence.
happen sort of thing?
It
Yeah.
wasn't
So what
meant
about,
to
like,
happen. It's just
Reoccurrent numbers that you see and stuff like that. What
like
do you
yours is
1, 2,
1,
3.
2, 3. I see it all the time now too that you've pointed it out.
Yeah.
I'll pick up my phone. I'll say
1, 2,
123. I'll
yeah.
see it on my car clock. Oh, it's just.
Do you see a reoccurring numbers?
No, it's just numbers.
To further what you guys are talking about that, I think it's a case of once you become aware of something like that, whether it's a superstition or numbers
You
or
see it more.
a colour of a car or a brand of car or
Yeah.
a type of dog or something. Like for me, since I've been dating Daisy Mary over there in the other room, I have been seeing sausage dogs everywhere. To the point where I want to get one
Because
now.
you're looking for them more.
Well, exactly, because
Yeah.
she has a sausage dog at home, Millie. Little shit of a dog, but she's great.
Ah!
Oh, yeah.
Hey, no one else has sworn this.
Sorry, yeah, it's just me.
So speaking of like recurring things, so you know the new Kia logo?
Yes, I have
The
that on my
Cayenne?
car.
Yeah.
Back it looks that's what people's like, oh, what's the new Cayenne car? And it's actually Kia. And since I've learnt that and talked about it with my work colleagues, see them everywhere.
Yeah.
So I do agree in that reoccurring thing.
Yeah.
It's just a self-aware thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you're actually more aware of things that you're. I know what I'm trying to
What
say.
about,
it just
like,
didn't come
your-
out properly.
What do you, like when you feel like something's around you, as in like a spirit? And
Like a ghost.
Yeah. Do you feel like? Do you ever get the feeling that you're sitting there and then you get that shiver and then you're like, "Who's there?"
Like who stood on your grave, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, walking over the grave.
That happens to Max all the time, doesn't it? You
Yeah,
get
I
those
think
shivers?
that's an OCD thing also. Me twitching. That's what my doctor told
This
me.
is me jumping on his grave all the time.
Well, I don't know. I feel like
Like, have any of you like had any paranormal activity experiences before?
No.
Grave encounters.
well, I don't like fully believe in it, but like, I think we've talked about this before, but I went on a ghost tour at Pentridge Prison. Did we bring this up in a previous episode, or was this
Unaired.
It's
unaired episode?
Yeah.
So we leave that out. So at some point, these unaired episodes will be released.
Okay. Back when we sort of were a bit more.
Chill. It was a vibe.
But yeah, and now we're just sort of.
We're trying to go through the motions properly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, like paranormal activities, like
Paranormal activity.
yeah, I don't really get them. But I don't go hunting for them, and I don't.
So, like when you're walking down a dark hallway, do you
Freaks me out.
Yeah. Do you get scared?
I
Like,
get. I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of what could be in the dark.
I'm the exact same.
See, I agree, but I'm not scared.
You're just so tough, Tyson.
Look at me.
like, bring it.
I'm not.
I'll fight you. I'll take it.
I'm not a small man. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to fight Tyson.
Who do you reckon win in a fight out of Tyson and Adam?
Are you kidding?
Tyson.
Mate, I would get flattened.
All right, fine. Tyson Jenna.
Well, Tyson would hit a woman. Oh, he just cracked his knuckles. Oh no.
It's happening. It's on.
I reckon I would be able to give him a good whooping.
Oh, I like the confidence.
Yeah.
Or would you use the power of the
I grew
crystals
up
to
with
keep
two.
him at bay?
I grew up with two older brothers who used to absolutely bash the shit out of me.
Hey.
So I've learned a thing or two.
Oh, Jenna swore.
Damn it.
yeah.
Oh, no, Jenna swore.
So, speaking on the crystals and that sort of stuff, I've got some fun facts. Fun facts with Tyson.
We need to get music specifically for this part, like da-da-da-now.
So,
Leave it with me.
I was like, okay, so we're talking about crystals this week. I'm going to try to find fun facts about crystals. This first one blew my fucking mind.
Should you save it to last?
Oh, he swore.
Yay! Everyone just applaud that.
You ready for this?
I am ready. I'm ready.
Did you know snowflakes are ice crystals?
Explain.
So it's a crystal form coming down to the sky and hitting the ground. And some crystals can be destroyed by water.
So does that mean like you know how water can take like different forms of solid, gas,
so
and
it's a
liquid?
crystal.
Like,
It's a crystal coming down. Like, that absolutely blew my mind when I read it.
Oh.
That's kind of cool, yeah.
And this second one, I guess it wasn't worth the swear, but the
It was
oldest,
worth it for
we were
me.
like, wow.
the oldest known piece of crystal is 4.4 billion years old.
Wow.
It's a zirconian crystal, and it comes from Jack Hills of Western Australia.
I think that one was probably worth a swear.
Wow,
Australia.
Australia. So what?
Aussie.
When you look at snowflakes, you go, that's a crystal falling out of the sky.
How, like, I think it would just be water, wouldn't it? Like,
Water,
Frozen
Water
water.
crystallized.
But then you think of like sleet and like hail and that sort of stuff. It's just a different form. I'd imagine there'd be some great chemical or sciencey thing behind it, but yeah, it's just a different form.
How's that not
I'm
blowing
still
your
trying
mind?
to, like, process it, I think.
It took me a while. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? I was like so confused.
Crystals fall from the sky.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
And yeah, and so there's another one. Crystals have been like, there's been art like, well, discoveries find it used in like ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, and it sort of died off until about the 60s, the 80s,
Yeah.
when this new form of healing come in. That's where we get like the modern crystals from.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's some fun facts.
Yeah, look at that. I've got
Crazy.
fun fact with Tyson.
Wallet,
Huh?
Where's this going?
$2 coin. Yeah, that just blew my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's pretty cool.
There's
One-
pretty interesting facts about crystals. Like if you actually.
Yeah. Do you know your birth crystal?
What?
That's what I was going to get on next.
You have a birth, like you've got a birth flower and you've got a birth crystal. Do you know your birth crystal?
I think I might actually do it. It's like a yellowy sort of.
Hold on,
Yeah,
let
mine's
me-
green.
So yours could be emerald, maybe.
Mine's emerald, yeah.
When's your birthday?
August 27th.
So we're both August.
Yeah.
We're both November.
So yeah, you'd probably have the same.
All right, so let's have a look. So birth.
So we're having a joint
Crystals.
birthday party.
That's what I heard too.
Birth.
I didn't get to have a 30th because it was in COVID.
Yeah.
I know on the 25th.
Oh no, hold on.
Yeah.
August.
I want to have a big 26.
May is emerald.
think we
August is
should-
peridot.
Organise something. Hey.
August is peridot.
Is that like a
Peridot.
new version? Because you know how like
No,
like-
emerald is May.
Oh,
Where'd
I
we get
always
emerald
thought
from?
mine was green. What
What
colour
about
is
jade?
It's kind of like that color.
it? Yeah.
So it's green.
So it's green, but it's not emerald.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Ours is citrine.
It's yellow, isn't it?
Yeah, it's yellow.
Citrine's a very
Do you know what really
nice-
annoys
it's a very
me
good crystal.
Is that for Claudia's birthday one year, she's like, I want something with my birth crystal in it. Do you know what a birth crystal is?
Like opal or
Diamond.
something.
Fucking diamond.
Of course.
That was just her dropping hints.
Yeah.
I want
Hey, babe.
diamond.
Well,
Oh, hello. Tyson got a call.
Tyson's on the phone.
Oh, I'll be there shortly, my love. We're still going.
Put it on
Everyone's
speaker.
staring
This
at
is
me.
rude.
Okay, everyone's
Hold on, this is.
say hello to everyone, babe.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
hi.
Yeah. So yeah, we're still in the middle of the podcast.
Tell us a fun fact about crystals, Eliza.
Beep, beep.
Okay, thanks for your time. Yeah.
Our first caller into this show.
No, second behind.
Friend.
He called.
Yeah, sorry, first caller. There we go.
Yeah.
Eliza's a big fan of crystals. What's your favourite crystal, babe?
Amethyst.
Amethyst.
That's
What
the
does,
purple.
what does that do?
Not a clue. It's just calming.
It's just calming.
Yeah.
Do you know your birth crystal?
No. I know it's like pink.
What month were you born in?
October.
October.
Tourmaline.
Tourmaline.
And it's kind of pink, yeah.
Sounded like tortellini.
Well, now I'm hungry. Olé!
Tacos, anyone?
I love you, gorgeous, and I'll see you shortly.
No.
Love you.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye.
Oh, no need to be cute on the podcast.
Love you, baby.
Tyson's like, oh, cut that.
I love you
That's
too.
staying in.
Shall we do a Kahoot?
We're gonna have to fire up the bloody computer, but yeah, let's do a Kahoot about crystals.
Might have to do that a bonus episode because we're up to 43 minutes and we still have the last bit of housekeeping to wrap
Okay,
up.
so bonus episode for this week because we got the trolley game to come out for the previous one, and this one will be Kahoot game. So stay in afterwards. That should be uploaded afterwards.
Kids go nuts for this at school.
Kahoot. When Tyson reminded me what it was,
Yeah.
I was like, we did a few of these at uni.
In uni?
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah. Something like that.
Damn.
It was either that or a different app that's similar.
Yeah.
Sesame Street.
So,
Yeah, I went to Fed.
that explains
That's
it.
all.
Yeah. Yeah, well, what can you do?
So
Never
yeah,
finished anyway. Now I'm doing a podcast.
priorities are straight.
Put that degree to good use then, huh?
Hex hanging over your shoulders.
Yeah, but I don't make enough money to have to pay it back.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, it's not great.
Tax department comes knocking on you.
You just made of money, aren't you, Tyson? You
Are
don't
you
have to worry
going to
about
just
hex
do one
debt.
more to see? Are you going to be in credit?
I'll probably be in credit. I'll save it for another interesting fact that no one likes.
Well,
That's
firstly, thank you, Jenna, for providing all this info about crystals and magic and everything like that.
That's okay.
I'm wrapping up with some other unexplored topics or things we sort of
Okay.
pinball and mentioned
Yep.
off. So that's what this end housekeeping segment is.
We never
But
skip
first-
over topics, do we?
No. And it's in pinball sound effect. So swear tally for the moment. Jenna, Tyson, and myself only swore once each. Jenna's on 21, Tyson's on 11, I'm on 5, and Mex is unchanged at 51. He did not swear this episode.
Wow.
Somehow.
You got like
Kicky shin.
4 episodes to 2-3 episodes to catch up to me non-swearing record.
I'll do it.
Tyson's swearing average is still the best out of all of us.
Yeah.
Well, his is the
8
lowest.
8 episodes, and I've sworn 11 times. That's like 1 and a bit every episode.
1 and a bit.
No, you've done well.
1 and a bit.
Some other unexplored topics about this were magicians. I've got something to add about this. So the end of year work party.
Oh no. Not again, boys.
Settle down. Settle down, mate.
Settle down, mate.
Get him.
What
Not
did
the
they hear?
monitor.
How come off you? You're the last one to
That
touch
needs
it.
to
Oi,
become
not
a
the
sound.
microphone. Not the monitor.
Okay, let's go. Back to it.
Oh, settle down, mate.
That'll make a good tea clip. Yeah, so talking about magician.
No, every time Colsey talks, you act up.
I don't mean to.
What am I doing wrong? Why did I
I
hurt
don't know.
you?
I'm just in a funny mood.
Nah, you're fine. Long story short, whenever the work parties have like the end of Christmas gathering or like an outdoor broadcast or something like that, sometimes they bring a magician. So we're talking like cards. So sometimes I don't know how, but they make it so that like, okay, this is really happening. Like, okay, I really picked this card. Oh, these cards have really merged and that sort of stuff. But there's always a part of me that feels that what? Well, I mean, fair enough. Tyson is distracting everyone here.
No, I'm listening.
Oh, we can
I'm just
see you
fidgeting.
listening.
I'm fidgeting.
You're a distraction.
I am.
Yeah.
Did you hear that at school, love?
Well,
You're very
sort of.
distracting.
A little.
Yeah, anyway.
Sorry, Colsey.
No, now I'm invested in what the heck he's doing. And where he's going to lose that coin, whether it goes behind the couch or somewhere else. But yeah, so sometimes you can like poke holes in magic and that sort of stuff. Have you seen the show Breaking the Magician's Code?
Yes.
The guy with the
Yeah,
mask?
yeah,
Yeah, I wanted to
love
bring
that.
That was so interesting, wasn't it?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because that's what you, Adam, said about like illusions and that sort of stuff.
It's
It
all
is just
misdirection.
misdirection, yeah.
That's all
Use
it
of
is.
mirrors and smoke and all that sort of stuff.
Mm.
I thought that was interesting. But like these magicians who use cards, unless there's some way to prove, okay, these are genuine, non-faulted cards, then it's like, okay, something else is up. You know what I mean? Like maybe there's like another, I don't know, like, you know how in like some plays and like props and things like that they use for a sword, it might have one where you're stabbing someone and it like retracts inward. Yeah, I'm trying to stay on track as much as I can. Sorry, is that your way of telling me, oh, time's up, we need to
No. I don't know. A few episodes ago, I was getting it to balance the top of the mic.
That
Did you say it?
I think so. Yeah.
I read this thing as well that that's in order to try and distract the audience more. That's why they have like these attractive women that like work with them when they're trying to set up behind like a curtain. They get these women to like show off and stuff.
We've talked about this before.
When?
Sex sells.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you meant like the magicians and stuff.
No,
we
no.
haven't.
No, like sex sells.
Yeah.
That's why they say it's selling.
I mean, speak for yourself. I don't know what I'm flicking, but
Why don't you turn that light off above your head? I can see it's really shiny.
It's so bright.
It's so bright off the top of your forehead.
So shiny.
turn all the lights off.
That's why I was like, do you have a rash on your head before? But it was just your shine.
And that's all the time we have for this week.
Is that why you wear a hat all the time?
Sponsored by Head
Where
and
is
Shoulders.
my hat? I was going to wear it this week, but yeah, ever since I shaved my head, I've just become a hat guy.
Oh, you don't have much hair to begin with.
I used to have a really nice head of hair. I'll
You've
send you a
got-
photo.
Such thick hair.
Yeah.
You're just
awfully
thick boy.
thick.
He's a thick guy.
Fuck.
He's thick.
Oh, I thought you did too then.
Oh, what?
I don't think you...
No, you said thick.
Fuck.
It sounded like you said something completely different though.
Yeah, it did actually.
I
Like
have those
beginning
socks.
with a different
I know.
letter. Anyway,
What socks you got on?
I've got
Meerkats.
meerkats, yeah.
You guys are boring.
Black ones. What you got?
can we stick to topic, people?
Yes. Sorry. Keep on going.
Pinball. Lastly, the last thing we were talking about, movie review. What are we doing?
So
Sure.
it's your topic for the week.
Well, I was thinking because I want to talk about like kind of unsolved mysteries next week, right? And there's actually a show on Netflix called Unsolved Mysteries.
Is it a TV
Which-
show or a movie?
It's a TV show, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. I'm going to change up the.
So you're going to tell us one episode to watch of this
Yeah.
show. Okay.
Or we pick one each and we watch.
Oh, there's no point. You wouldn't
Yeah,
get much
you-
consistency
No.
that way.
No, all right. So let's. There's one that I've watched like 3 times and I still can't figure it out.
So we have to do like a bit of research about it too,
Yeah. If you.
beyond that episode.
Yeah.
So what's the
Okay.
episode?
It's I'll have to look up the name of it, but it's about this got obviously this unsolved mystery.
Really?
That's the whole point. That's what it's called.
I know that Tyson.
I thought you said mermaid history.
Have you seen the new Little Mermaid?
No, I haven't.
I have. It's actually not that bad.
It's actually
The part that annoyed me was Flanders.
yeah,
Oh.
not the same.
No. Like, Flanders used to be a fat fish.
Yellow fish.
Yeah. But now he's like a proper fish. It doesn't feel right.
Let's just say I've got my personal
And he was
objections to the movie.
cute.
Yeah.
He's a doobie doobie.
Like, that's the only thing I dislike about the whole movie. Like, I can't think of her name, but the actress that played Ariel, perfect.
Yeah.
Like, spot on. I liked it. The voice was nice. Like, she sung quite well. Everything was good about it.
I do want to see it. Does look good.
So,
It's literally the first episode of the whole thing. It's called Mystery on the Rooftop. After rushing from his home, Ray Rivera disappears. Days later, his car is found.
Solved it.
Really?
You guys are so mean.
murder
Look,
suicide.
You can just read about it.
No.
Read about it yourself.
I've got it
Come
written
on.
down. We can watch the episode.
You
Yeah,
just
we will.
read about it yourself. I'm putting you to sleep.
Go. Read
No,
it.
it's fine.
Okay, so on that note, guys, I think there's nothing else to talk about.
There's nothing else.
Okay, thank you for listening to the podcast.
Yeah, thank
Episode
you.
8.
Episode 8.
Well, we've got to do something big for episode 10 because it's like a big milestone.
I really want to dress up. We have to do dress up.
Can we dress up as Mario, Peach, and Luigi?
Guys,
Okay.
where was your tea?
Still in the kettle.
Tyson hasn't organised our cup shit.
Yeah, we need to get our
I'll
cups.
do that. I'll do that tomorrow.
Okay.
Should be ready by Sunday, I think.
All right, and that is the end of it.
Huh? That's gonna cancel us.
Huh?
That's gonna cancel us.
Yeah.
It's gonna sue. We're gonna get sued so hard.